So this activity has to do with ratios, and we're just going to get a little bit of practice reviewing some ratios here. Sometimes the ratios are written like this with a colon, the ratio of 4 to 12. But in this particular thing, we're going to rewrite all of our ratios as a fraction. So 4 to 12 can be written like this. 4 is to 12, and then we can reduce that. Both of these are divisible by 4. 4 goes into 4 once, goes into 12 3 times. And I'm left with a fraction 1/3. And then I look over on the right, and I see that 1/3 is number 5 here. So I go to wherever there, and this is the letter S. So wherever there is, a 5, I'm going to write the letter S. Is there are there any more 5s? Yes, S, S, etc. All right. So I'm going to do that for a bunch of these. Some of these are already written. Sometimes they're written as a colon. Sometimes it's the word 2, but it's the same thing. I'm going to change this one to 21 over 49 and reduce the fraction. And then it gets a little bit more difficult when it's a fraction to a fraction, but it's the same thing. It's like 1/5 as a fraction to 1/2 is like, that's like 1/5 divided by 1/2. Which is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal, so 1/5 times 2 over 1, and that gives us 2/5 for this one, so I is 2/5. I look over here for the 2/5, I see there's a 6, so for where there's a 6, I'm going to put an I. So there's a 6, I'm going to put in an I, and the 6, I'm going to put in an I, etc. I do have to be careful on some of these that they are the same units. So for instance, 40 seconds to 3 minutes, I'm going to put these both so that they're in seconds. 3 minutes is actually 3 times 60 or 180 seconds. So I actually have 40 seconds to 180 seconds. Then I can reduce that fraction, etc. So just make sure the dollars and cents, again, they're in the same units. So once you find all these, you should be able to find out the whole clue.